Good afternoon, everybody. This is Donnie with Standing Goats Rescue. Today, we are reviewing another fine light, flashlight, handheld light from our friends at Brinyte. And if any of the Brinyte lights that I review on here, if you're interested in purchasing any of those lights or just would like to look to see what all they have, the description below will contain the link to Brinyte's website along with a discount code. So if you end up purchasing something from Brinyte, don't forget, once you put it in your cart in the checkout process, don't forget to put in your discount codes so that you can save a few dollars. All right, this particular light that we're doing today is the Brinyte. This is the Artemis T18. This is it is a fine light, and I've had some time to work with it to try out the different options that it has, and this one's very unique and it stands out above many others in the same basic arena as far as the lights, the type of light it is, and what its functions are. Now this one here, the T18, is 650 lumens, is your maximum output. You have a runtime of around 400 minutes is the average. The beam distance, 630 plus meters, and the peak beam intensity is up to 100,000 plus CD. I believe that's the candle power. Sorry if I don't know the terms, the meanings of those initials. It is impact resistant from 1 meter or over, and I have the T28 Artemis. This is the T18. The T28, I dropped it recently on a walk. I was hunting, coming back. I dropped it and I tried to catch it, and in the process of swinging my hand to catch it, I hit it, and it knocked it head on into a pine stump, a hard pine stump. The light turned off. I could not get it on. I thought I broke it. When it hit, the selector switch on that particular light has a red, green, and white selector, and it knocked the switch in between two of the colors and it wouldn't come on. I thought it was broke, and then when I realized the mistake, I flicked it back over to one of the colors and it works fine. So they are durable. But I'm going to rearrange this camera and we're going to set it up where you guys can see what this thing has, what comes with it. It is a fine light. I absolutely stand behind Brinyte, and they are a sponsor of our channel. We do not profit from Brinyte. We do not get paid. My channel, Standing Goats Rescue, is not monetized. We do not make payment of any type. We do not sell merchandise. We do not do anything in terms of profiting from the channel. We're here to share our life story with the rest of you. We share other people's stories, and we just enjoy life, and we do it through the eye of a video camera. So anyhow, let's get this turned around, and I'm going to show you what's going on and what we got here and what you're going to get if you purchase this light. All right, you guys, here it is, the Brinyte T18 Artemis. Zoomable flashlight with wireless remote switch. So we're gonna, this is the box it comes in. Now it will be packaged in another box, a shipping box, just to protect it. They do really well with the shipping. Let me see if I can get this out. I keep squeezing the box. My other Brinyte light, I do keep it in this box. I really like the box. Just really good packaging. They have a magnetic strip on the lid, so when you open it, you got to close it back. It stays, but it is a nice box. And yes, I do like packaging on some items. They do send, this is just an advertisement of some of the lights that they carry. Brinyte carries a ton of different lights, so please take a minute and go check out their website. They have some really nice equipment. Now this here, we're going to go over this in just a moment and just share some of the features of the Brinyte. This is your instruction manual, and in the rear, I'll get to it, your warranty card. And they do have a warranty, a 5-year warranty. It is a 2 plus 3-year warranty, and I have not went through the warranty. They have been extremely durable for me, and some people like the warranty, so I don't care for it myself. This is the light. This is the T6061 aluminum with a military grade hard anodized finish over the top of it to protect it. There's your lens. This is the white light lens that comes with it. Your zoom, you twist the end cap here, it'll zoom out or zoom in. You have a flood, and then you have your intensity, your zero, really small beam, very, very bright. Your on and off switch is the button here at the end. You click the button to turn it on. When you first get your light, if you do order one, make sure to open this. There's a plastic sleeve to prevent this battery from discharging during shipment. And just remove that little plastic slip. This is the battery that comes with it. It is a Brinyte battery, and it's a 21700. I was looking for there it is. It's a 21700 battery, which is 3.6 volts, 18 watt hour. I believe that's watt hour, 5,000 milliamp per hour. Your negative end, they are labeled negative and positive. This is where you charge it, Type C charging port right there. And when you plug it in to charge, you'll have a red light. This white section in the top on the positive end will light up red. Once it's fully charged, it will go to green. And it does not take long to charge it. I have not run this light or the T18. I've never run either one of them dead. And I use them extensively. It's 7 days a week. You tighten this cap up, and this thing is ready to roll. And I'm going to show you now what comes with it. This is the box of your accessories. This is the neatest light. This right here has got your remote switch. There's your charging cable. It does have a separate charger. You charge this separately. The white cable is to charge your remote. This cable here is to charge your battery. It is a Type C, USB to Type C battery charger. This does come with the light. In this little package here, if I can get this out, there's your charging wire for your remote. It is a micro USB to USB. This is your lanyard for this remote here. This is your wireless remote. You have loopholes on it where you can put a strap through it, put it on your wrist. You can strap it to a tripod. You can strap it to your gun barrel. You can peel this tape. This is the Velcro, and it does come with this. So you can peel that backing, and you can mount this on your firearm on your forend. And that's an amazing unit. I'm going to show you how that works here shortly. This right here, they do send extra O-rings. There is an O-ring in the end of this, the cap, when you have to remove the cap to charge the battery. That O-ring will wear out, so they send extra ones to keep that so that it's always waterproof. This, my hand's just so big I can't really grab it. All right, this is the lanyard they provide for the light itself, and there is lanyard loops at the end of it. The end where your power button is, you have two looping eyes where you can run this lanyard through it, and have a lanyard where you can keep it on your wrist so that you don't drop it or end up losing it. Now this is what sets this light apart. Let me pull these out, and I'm going to show you how this goes together and explain everything for you. These are different modules, the LEDs. This right here is your infrared. module. This is an IR850. For those of you that will use this light for a hunting application, nighttime, such as coyotes, wild hogs, things of that sort, where you're allowed to legally hunt at night. If you have a night vision optic on your rifle, whatever firearm you're using, or if you have a camera that films in night vision mode with the aid of an IR, the 850 is what you're going to use for out at distance. And this thing, we have tested it with a night vision rifle scope, and I don't know the maximum range of it. We've shown it across the field that was approximately 270, 280 yards across, and it lights the trees up on the opposite side of the field like daylight. Extremely bright. This one here is your IR940. Now this does not emit any light color at all. Both of these are invisible to the human eye. The IR850 and the IR940. If you look into the lens, however, you can see the red light from this one, from the 850. But in regards to using it with an optic, some type of infrared optic, the 940 you would use in close scenarios such as indoors, in a home, going through a building. If you're in a small enclosed area, you will want to use the 940. If you're in a more open area where you need maximum power, that's when the 850 comes into play. And they work amazingly well. This is your green module. And our hunters out there, you understand the importance of a green and red light, since the game animals that we hunt cannot see color, and that's the reason we use green and red. They can see blue, but as far as the green and red, no, they cannot see it. And all the modules come, they are padded, there is foam in it. I have taken them out. I actually put both pieces of foam on the same side on that one. And this one here is your red module. Now I'm going to show you how to replace it. Let's slide this stuff back, get it out of camera. All right, you're wanting to replace this module. Again, this is your white, very, very bright beam. You want to change it. All right, it is threaded. And what you have to do, you have to unscrew. If you hold that thread, if you can see the grooving on it, the texture, you hold that and you unscrew the end cap here. This is very simple to do, you guys. And it's not a lot of pressure, you don't need a lot of hand strength. You just tighten it up until it stops turning. You do not over tighten it. All right, this is the white one. It comes with the white module installed, and it is textured for you to grip. You unscrew that module. They are brass modules with your LED light, and there's your contacts. We're going to put let's go with the red one. Try it first. I just want to go through them and just to give you an idea. I don't want to set them contacts on the counter. This would be the red. There's a little tiny LED in it, little bitty thing. And when you're replacing your module, if it's raining or you're outdoors and if it's foggy or anything of the sort, you do not want to get any type of moisture inside of your light. It's best to get inside your vehicle. If you're going to be working outdoors in the rain and you need to change light modules, do it undercover. You don't want to ruin the light and then have to go through the hassle of trying to get it warrantied when the problem is due to what you have done to the light. It's not a defect in craftsmanship, it is from mishandling. All right, red module's in, and there's our red light. It is super bright. That's it, looking right at the camera. I mean, that thing it's got a heck of a beam on it. That's zoomed all the way in, and that thing will sure shine a pile of light across the field. And when you zoom it all the way out like this, it covers a really large area. Here in a minute, I'm going to turn the lights off in here, And I'll show you just how bright this is. It's in the afternoon right now, but we have a lot of storms around us, and we are at our new home, so it is not furnished yet. We're still waiting on them to complete it, so hopefully you'll get an idea of how well this light works. It is an amazing light. We'll put the green one in, and so that I can show you what the green looks like. Oops, not mean to do that. Stack the phone on top of each other like I did not intend to do. I do not power this on. I wouldn't recommend powering it on without the cap on it, because you want to keep this on. There is an O-ring right here, and it keeps moisture and dust and just foreign contaminants from getting inside of your light. If you ruin them contacts in there, the light is no good no more. All right, green light, there she is. And that thing is just beautifully, let me zoom it out. I mean, it is super, super bright green. And all of their lights are incredibly bright. The IR lights you're not going to be able to see. I'm going to put one in anyhow, just to show you what you see in it. And when you turn this light on, well, here, I'll show you in just a second. It is sure raining out right now. I'm going to do the IR. .940. I don't want to get these all mixed up where I don't know what's what. Get them covered right quick. There's a lot of humidity in the air from the rain, obviously. Just try to be gentle when you're handling these. You don't want to drop them and end up breaking one, and then you have to reach out to Brinyte to get a replacement. And I'm sure you will not have a problem. Their customer service, which I've been dealing with the customer service and the sales side, and they have been extremely pleasant, very knowledgeable, and eager to help. All right, this is your IR 940. You turn it on. That's all you can see. All right, you guys are seeing like a purple. The camera is picking that up. I cannot see that with my naked eye. I'm not seeing that at all. I can see a red element in there, but that's all I see. And again, this will zoom in and out also. There's your flood mode, and that will absolutely, it'll turn a room into daylight. If you go into a room at night and you have a night vision, when you flip that thing on your night vision camera, and you look through it with that, either one of these lights, the inside of the room will look like someone has took the roof off the place and the sunlight's coming through. It is so bright. Just amazing, amazing lights. But the 850 IR is the same. You will not be able to see it. All that you'll see is a little blue, that violet colored blue. And I am not seeing that with my eyes. Well, if I can get these things up. These little foams are hard to handle. And this would be the IR 850 module. And it's very simple. Literally a child can take this off or could change these modules. All right, there's no light here. I'm gonna hit the power button. There you go. And that is your IR850. Now I'm in flood mode right there. Now going back down. Now, again, all I see is a tiny red LED in there. I am not seeing that blue, that violet colored, that purplish tint that you guys can see. I'm not seeing that at all. I can see it in the camera, but I cannot see it looking into that with the naked eye. All right. I'm going to swap these back out. I'm going to put the white one back in it so we can go on with the rest of this review, and I can show you one of my favorite things about this light is the remote. I dearly love that thing. It's an amazing remote on it. There we go. And you just turn it, it'll get a little snug, and then you turn it past that and it'll stop. Okay, let me get repositioned. All right, I turned all the lights off in here. Now, it is daytime. It is 2:35 p.m. right now, but we have showers. It's raining, if you could hear it. I'm just gonna show you what this light looks like. This is daytime. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of the beam. All right, this is your flood beam here. With a twist of the lens, it brings you all the way down to that square, which is that's the light the LED is emitting. It is a square LED, and you actually see the little elements in it. That's with it zoomed in all the way. I usually keep it about right there when I'm using it. It'll zoom all the way out to where it's covering that whole wall right there. And that wall is 10 feet wide, and it's 7 foot, I think 7'10" at this highest point right here. So the beam, trying to line it up with the bottom of the wall, it's up on the roof about a foot, so it's probably, at this distance, 15 feet from that wall, is projecting about an 8 foot wide, 9 foot wide beam. I don't know if you can see down the hall, but it is a very, very bright light. It's an amazing light. Now I want to show you, let me get this remote. I want to show you guys this remote right quick. Let me get a light on back here. All right, I moved the light over by the front door. That's around 25 feet from me. And using the remote, let me show you a close-up where you guys can see. The minus and plus button, that is your light intensity. Dimmer, brighter. This is a dimmer switch. This is your power button. And you see the light, I've got it sitting on the little step stool with a hit of the power button right there. There we are. Hit the down button, you can click it and it'll dim. That's the minus button. You hit the power up button, the plus button, and now you can click it, do it one step at a time with a click, or you can just press and hold and it'll dim down, press and hold the plus button, it'll go back up. Power it off, right there. Turn it back on. It's that simple. An amazing light. And this remote, I love this thing. It is very lightweight. It is plastic, you guys, so don't think you're getting a piece of heavy aluminum. This is lightweight poly plastic. There's your waterproof charging port. Pull the rubber plug out. There's your little charge port for your micro USB. Once you charge it, it'll If you're not using it and it's sitting around, it'll hold charge for 6 months. So you can throw it in your, if you're using it in a hunting application, you can just throw this in your hunting cabinet, and you got about 6 months later, you'll have to recharge it. But as far as it's sitting there, once you connect this to the light, when you are done using it and you turn your light off, it will remain connected to the light wirelessly for 5 hours. At 5 hours, it will disconnect and you'll have to reconnect it. There's a process to reconnecting it, and I'm going to show you that now. All right, to connect your remote to your light for the first time, make sure your battery's charged, make sure your remote is charged. Once they're fully charged and you're ready to connect it, hit your power button on your light, turn your light on. Well, it's still connected to this thing. You hit your power button, turn the light on, you hit the power button on here and hold it for a second and it'll connect. Once it connects, then it will control the light. Oh, I gotta reconnect it again. Okay, I just turned the light on. Now, there it is, now it's connected. Now, turn that off. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see the lens. It is disconnected. To reconnect it, turn your light on. There you go. Now it's connected. You control it with the remote. To disconnect the remote, turn the light off and it's disconnected. That simple. It's an amazing light. My final thoughts on this particular light, this is the Brinyte T18 Artemis. Would I recommend this light to my friends and family? Would I go out and spend the money for a light like this? The answer is a simple yes, without a doubt. I love this thing. I showed it to 2 different people, friends of mine, and both have offered to buy it from me. I let them play with it for a little bit. We took it out. We went on a night hunt for wild pigs, and Chris has a night vision rifle scope that requires an IR light. It has a small IR light that's mounted onto the rifle scope. He can illuminate an area around 80 to 90 yards and be able to identify what you're looking at easily. Out to about 150, you can see if it's an animal. You can see it's an animal, but you don't get a lot of detail. And out to a little past 200, you know it's something moving. You can see it. It's lit up, but it's very dim. We put this light on it using the IR 850. At 300 yards, you can see pine cones hanging on the pine trees. The light beam is intense on this thing. And when you zoom it out, Chris thinks it'll probably be somewhere between 500 and 600 yards that he'd be able to see with it dialed out, where you make the beam smaller. It focuses the light in a smaller area, thus giving you more light output, more power. And it's an amazing light. I absolutely know without a doubt this is a winner. For sure, this is a winner. And so far, the Brinyte products that I personally have used and tested, all of them have been just phenomenal build quality. I mean, it's aluminum with a hard anodized military finish on it to prevent it from getting scratched. And I've dropped this one. It bounced off the seat of my truck. It hit the footstep on the side of the truck, and it hit the driveway on the concrete. And there's not a ding on it. Don't have a ding anywhere. And I was so afraid that I broke it because it hit the concrete and it was kind of loud. But there's no dents, no marks, no nothing. It's a very good built light. And if I were in the market to buy another light, would I buy this one? I would definitely buy a Brinyte, without a doubt. I have a stream light. I put my stream light up. I don't even use it anymore. all we're using now at home are the Brinyte lights. They're just, the build quality is amazing. They got an amazing battery life. If you need another battery, very simple to get them at any battery store. You can order them from Brinyte. It's just you can't go wrong with a light like this. But with this one, if I were looking for a light for a hunting application, this is it. I would take this right here, I'd take the lanyard off, I would remove that sticky part for the Velcro, and I would stick it on the forend of my night hunting rifle. And I would have this light. I'd get the Brinyte sells a mount made for this light. It'll also hold some of their other lights like this, like the T18. Their handheld lights of this style. This has got the tubular battery compartment here. It will hold all of them, and it is an aluminum block that mounts to your Picatinny or your Weaver style rail, where your rifle scope and your you can add accessories to your firearm. That block will mount on there, and your light mounts inside the block, and it is nice. That mount is cheap. Chris actually ordered one, and he's got one of these lights. He already ordered it, and I told him to wait until I get done with the review where he can get a discount, and he didn't want to wait. He wasn't worried with the discount. He wants the light, and so he's got one coming right now. But yes, my personal opinion of the Brinyte Artemis T18, it is a 5-star light. I have zero complaints with that light. There's nothing that I don't like about it. I love the build quality, the way it feels when it's in my hand. I absolutely love that. This is a winner. The other Artemis light that I use hunting, the one I use daily, is the T28. And with that one, you have to unscrew the end cap. They provide a different end cap that has a coiled up cord attached to it. And that cord has a finger pad on it. You mount the light on your firearm, you stretch the cord around where you want the finger pad, and of course it has sticky tape too, and it's set up for straps. But that's how you attach that one. And when you're holding your firearm and you need the light, your controls are right here. You hit one button, power it on, you brighten it up or dim it down, and you make the shot. But this one being wireless and lightweight, I don't know the actual weight of this, but it is nothing. It weighs less than a $50 coin, US $50 coin. It weighs less than that, I do believe. It's just super light. This is a winner. If you guys are interested and you'd like to get yourself this Artemis T18 or any other light that Brinyte sells, if you'll look in the description below this video, I will have the link to Brinyte's website, their store. I will have the link for this particular light, and I'll also, if I remember, I'll put the link to the mount, the firearm mount for this light. I'll try to remember to put that in there as well. But also there will be a discount code for you. So when you go to pick up a light from Brinyte, please use that discount code. Save yourself a few dollars. Today we're living in a rough time. It's very hard on all of us, even those of us that are very financially healthy, so to speak. Those that have a small pile sitting in the bank. It's hard on you guys and gals too. We're living in a rough time. Everything's going up except for the money that we make. Everything else is going up. So if you can save a few dollars, if I can help you guys save a few dollars, then absolutely take advantage of it. But I hope y'all have an amazing day. Brinyte, thank you for sending this over for me to run a test on and put it through the rigors. I absolutely love this light, as I do love the other Brinyte light that I have, the T28. But this one here is the Brinyte Artemis T18. If you're looking for it in particular, this is it. And I'm going to show you right quick what comes with it once again, and then we're out. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you. I love you all, and I'll see you in the very near future. Take care and be blessed. This is what you get when you order this particular light, the Brinyte T18 Artemis. You get the white module that is already installed in your light. You get your red and green modules, and you get your 2 IR modules, which is your IR 850, your IR 940. You get an information package, some of the other items that they sell. You get your owner's manual with your warranty card. They give you 3 extra O-rings. You have a lanyard for the light. You have a lanyard for the wireless remote. You get the wireless remote, and it is already charged. You get a charging cord that goes to the battery for your light, and you get a charging cord for the remote. The remote does use a different type charger. It is the micro USB, whereas the battery in the light uses a type C. But there's the package. That's what you're getting. And for the price, this is absolutely, in my opinion, the best bang for the buck that you can get anywhere on a light of this quality. That thing's a beast. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.